What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about the worst smelling fragrances according to the fragrance community. So I have this post on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and someone said worst smelling cologne you've ever smelled, and this is a very long thread. This has 127 comments, and I partook in this myself, so I thought this would be a funny video to make. Especially, I have probably not tried a lot of these fragrances. I was scrolling down a little bit, but then I was like, you know what, this is a perfect video idea. Just because I might not agree with some of these. I know some people, well, everyone has different tastes in different fragrances, so let's get started. First one is Secretions Magnifique. I have never smelled this one, but let's go ahead and read the comments. Bryce says, it was gross, but it was sad that it wasn't a It was gross, but I was sad that it wasn't as terrible as I expected. I feel like I might like this one. And someone else said, ooh, I've always wondered about that. Odai hates Jubilation 40. He says it smells like piss in a rusty can. Someone commented saying Jubilation 25 is much better. Fernando says gray flannel. I've never tried gray flannel. I've also never tried Jubilation 40. Let's see, someone else says Fahrenheit. I would agree with most Fahrenheits. I do not really enjoy that gasoline smell. I've owned Fahrenheit before, and I owned a clone of it to see if I would enjoy the scent DNA. It kind of reminds me of when I was like in pre-K. I don't know why. Could have been one of my teachers that wore fragrant Fahrenheit. But there is one that I actually kind of enjoy. I believe it's the Le Parfum. I think that one's pretty good, actually. Someone else says Zahara Signature Leather Tobacco is absolutely revolting. I have never smelled it, so I do not know. Brian says Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. To each their own. I do have it. I enjoy it. Charlene says Versace Eros Energy. I have smelled worse, but it's the only one I can remember. Okay, so might as well read this comment. Fernando commented 2 Versace Eros Energy. He said, I wore that to work. One chick was like, damn, that smells pretty good. Then another dude passed by and was like, the fuck is that smell? Oh my God. As he verbally gagged. Then later he's like, oh Lord, that perfume again. The fuck is wrong with these people, man? As he's looking at me in disbelief. I bet you he's not going to wear that fragrance again. Lawrence says T-Rex Zoologist, which I have never smelled. Eduardo says Burberry London for me. Never smelled that one. Ralph says Toy Boy. It's been a while since I've smelled Toy Boy, honestly. Jose says Jupe Homme. And someone says Blasphemy. That he says smells like booty cheeks. Seems about right. I think some people either love it or hate it. I enjoyed Jupe Homme. I don't remember exactly which one I had, but I enjoyed the bottle I had. I think it's the OG that people are people don't really love too much. This is the one that made me want to make this video idea. Someone said Harmonious Hypnotizing Fire Parfum. I obviously sold my bottle of it, not because I did not like it. And then someone replied to that comment saying, you are going to hell, sir. I thought that was pretty funny. But Hypnotizing Fire, I did really enjoy it. But I think I enjoyed the Eau de Parfum more than the Parfum. The Eau de Parfum was the one I tried in Seattle. The Parfum is the one I bought, thinking it was the Eau de Parfum. I didn't know there was 2 versions of it. So when I picked that one up, probably more towards closer to the winter, I'm probably going to pick up the Eau de Parfum instead of the Parfum. The Parfum does have a slight black orchid vibe to it. Great fragrance. I just really enjoyed the Eau de Parfum more. Cameron says Jordan Brand. I've never smelled Jordan Brand. Walter says Zoologist Hyrax. I've never smelled anything from Zoologist. Zoologist kind of... I've heard too many bad things about Zoologist for myself to want to try them or go out of my way to try it. It's one of those fragrances that if I find somewhere, I'll try it then. But I don't want to go out of my way to try those fragrances. It probably would be a fun video idea, though. Mike says Parfums de Marly Habdani. I think I have smelled it before. Maxwell says Nishani Taro. I sometimes wonder if there was something wrong with my sample. There's a lot of Toy Boys in here. Alan says Zerjov Decas, 1861. And then someone replied to him saying, it literally smells like bubblegum though. Another gray flannel. Robert says YSL Parfum. There has been Bull's Blood twice now. I have never heard of Bull's Blood. German says 9 p.m. That is a very common cheapie or cologne fragrance. I have never smelled it, actually. Someone else says almost anything Polo. Eric says BDK Cell d'Argent. Straight cat piss to me. I have a friend that would probably enjoy that just because she's really into cats and she loves her cats. So I'd probably recommend that to her just because it smells like cat piss. If she watches this video, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Someone said Steven said I threw it out. I don't remember. Joseph said anything ATH. So I think he's probably just not a fan of ATH. I haven't smelled anything ATH, but to hate the entire house, I doubt he's smelled the entire house. Christopher says Boadicia's Green Sapphire. And someone commented, yep, this is actually pretty revolting. And I will go ahead and also agree with that. I remember smelling Green Sapphire and not enjoying it. I definitely remember it because I was looking for Blue Sapphire. I didn't have it. I had the green version of it. And I remember smelling that and not liking it. Secretions Magnifique. Never smelled it. Club de Nuit Imperial. Which one is Imperial? Let me look this up actually real quick. Just because I'm not sure if that's one of the ones that I used to have. And of course, my phone doesn't want to load right now. Oh, never mind. I've never tried that one. Any Baccarat Rouge clone, and he has not tried the original. The one Baccarat Rouge clone that looks like the Baccarat bottle. I don't remember who it's from, but I had a bottle. I hated that bottle. That's one of the bottles I threw away. I didn't even try to sell it just because how cheap it was. It was like a $15 fragrance. I threw it away. The one that comes in the same bottle style for like Oud Satin Mood. That was actually pretty good. And the one that came for like Grand Soir, the Amber Eve one, that one was okay. But the Baccarat Rouge one, I threw away. Dior New Look. I could see why people would hate it. It's a weird, fresh, white t-shirt kind of fragrance. For someone to put the gagging face on it, it's kind of insane. I think that fragrance does get better around the dry down, the deep dry down for sure. Next comment I just saw, I'm going to be interested in seeing what these people replied to him, but James says Ombre Nomad. I might reply to this comment, but someone replied to that saying Pure Oud is worse. It should be called Pure Murd. Pure Oud they didn't let me smell when I went to Louis Vuitton. When I saw it, they said it was discontinued. Even though I don't think it's discontinued, I'm not too sure though. Marlon says, sir, you are not going to heaven. And Brandon said, facts. Robert says BR540. Colton says Basio Immortel smelled like pickles. Someone replied to him saying, my favorite, I must like pickles. Basio Immortel did not smell like pickles to me. I don't have the sample anymore. I actually gave it away. But I don't remember it smelling like pickles to me. I just don't remember it being that special. I didn't really care enough to keep that sample just because I knew I was never going to buy the bottle. Someone says Dodo. I'm assuming that's a zoologist fragrance. Fernando says Rose's Creation E. Someone replied to him saying, wow, I love that one. I own the Parfum version. This fragrance thing is so personal. That's why there are so many opinions. And someone said, come on. Creation E is... I can see why he doesn't like it. I don't think for that kind of DNA, it's the best version of the DNA. Like, I would say it's in the realm of Ombre Nuit by Dior, Xerjoff 40 Knots. I think 40 Knots is better than it, and but out of those fragrances, I would say Ombre Nuit, it's the best version out of those fragrances. And a cheaper alternative to the Ombre Nuit would be Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. I don't remember if it's the Parfum version. I believe it is. That smells more like it. I believe it is, actually. I would say the Parfum version of Tom Ford Noir Extreme is probably the cheaper alternative to the Dior fragrance. That's probably the best of those kind of DNAs, or that kind of DNA. That's just my opinion. Eric might catch some hands because he says Sauvage Elixir. Initio side effect. I don't really love its side effect. Le Male Elixir Absolute. Haven't actually smelled it. Gray Flannel again, and Terre d'Hermès. And then someone commented saying you have named a list of the best fragrances. I'm pretty close to the bottom, so I'll finish this out. Someone says Black Phantom. Someone else says, came here to say Gray Flannel, Blue Jean, and Sedley. Fucking fabulous. Smells like a brand new pack of rubber fishing lures. That's crazy. That fabulous, effing fabulous, right? Just because I don't know if this is going to flag me or any way with YouTube, but effing fabulous. I really enjoy, even though it smells like Tom Ford butt wipes. Nothing wrong with, enjoying butt wipes, right? Gray Flannel has been mentioned a bunch of times. Blue Jean, I've never actually smelled. And Sedley is, I need to try Mahir Legacy again. Neil says I need to try it, or, that it is a very good clone of it. I tried that fragrance early on into my fragrance journey, the clone. Then I ended up actually getting a sample of Sedley sent to me by Fragrance By, which I enjoyed, and I gave it to my best friend for his wedding fragrance, actually. I gave it to him so he could wear it for his wedding. Maybe I could pick up Mahir Legacy again to see if I actually come back and enjoy it. And if I don't enjoy it, I'll just get Sedley, because I have been thinking about getting Sedley. It's gotten to the point, honestly, that I'm not even sure what to buy anymore. Like, I've been looking for fragrances. I'm just not sure what to buy. It's just gotten to the point, everything I've got, everything I wanted, I already pretty much got. That's where I'm at with my fragrance journey. Someone says Tom Ford Oud Wood. So, no one replied to him. Justin says Royal Tobacco. Royal Tobacco is actually a very good homage fragrance. I just don't have a bottle of it. Someone says Ancre Noir. I think Ancre Noir is fine. It's pretty nutty. Have a vetiver, if there's vetiver in it. Otello says Ganymede and Grey Vetiver. Grey Vetiver, I could see why. I feel like you have to like vetiver. And Ganymede, I had a clone of Ganymede, but I've never smelled the real thing. Angel says Ombre Leather. Probably just doesn't like leather. Muniro says 40 Knots. I would say 40 Knots is an okay fragrance, not worth the hype, in my opinion. And I already said which alternatives I recommend. Someone else says Royal Tobacco. He said Royal Tobacco will always be my first thought when this question comes around. Would even take a bottle of that shit for free. Then I commented Nautica Voyage, because fuck that fragrance. If you like Nautica Voyage, I'm just not going to disrespect you on camera, but Jesus. I remember I would wake up out of my sleep if I smelled that fragrance. My brother used to wear that fragrance. I used to smell that fragrance in middle school all the time, and I could not stand it. I remember when my brother used to put that fragrance on, I would fucking want to throw that bottle against the wall. I never hated a fragrance so much. I guess my brother's watching this, I hate that fragrance. He probably doesn't remember what it smells like or looks like. I think one of his friends gave him that bottle for free, and for him to take that shit for free, he should have just thrown it in the trash. City Rhythm Puerto Rico. Someone commented saying, someone has that on Marketplace where I live. I was going to buy it just because I'm Puerto Rican, but I guess I changed my mind based on your feedback. Damn, this guy just switched up. He said, oh, someone doesn't like City Rhythm Puerto Rico, so I'm just not going to buy it. I'm Puerto Rican. I've been interested in picking up that fragrance. I've seen it on discounters. I don't know. I don't really care. Someone says Intoxicated by Killian. I might have to fight whoever the fuck. Catherine. I might have to fight Catherine just because Intoxicated by Killian, that's my baby. Someone says fucking fabulous, which is insane. I can see it though. It's a hit or miss. Another zoologist, Z-Rex, T-Rex, another gray flannel, Royal Tobacco again. Alright, I thought I was close to the bottom, but I am actually not. But I'm having fun. Might as well make it a long video, right? If you want to stick around, you can stick around. Kuros, I agree with Kuros. YSL Kuros, I've tried and it sucks. Oud for Glory, meh. It's an okay fragrance to me. My fiance loves that DNA though. Bodacious by Boudicca. Oud for Happiness. I had a clone of Oud for Happiness. It's a weird fragrance for sure. Herba Pura. That shit could be used against the. That shit should be against the Geneva Convention. I don't even know what that is. Someone says Halfetti. Someone else says Tony Iommi Monkey Special. I remember smelling Monkey Special. I actually thought it was a pretty good fragrance. Herba Pura again. And Commodity Vetiver by far. And someone said would agree. And that is the bottom. I will definitely put Nautica Voyage. I think that's the only fragrance that I can think about. Nautica Voyage and I don't know what else I've tried. Ooh, that Guerlain fragrance. Guerlain's Mitsuko Eau de Toilette is absolute garbage. When I got that fragrance in, that was my biggest, that's a buy. That was my biggest regret with a purchase, a blind buy purchase. That's the worst blind buy purchase I've ever made. I've been into fragrances for a few years now, and that is by far the biggest mistake I have ever made was ordering that fragrance. I don't think there was a clone that I absolutely despised as much as I just did not like that fragrance. I think I was expecting something completely different, and I got hit with like rotten peaches. But if I had to pick in between Nautica Voyage or Guerlain Mitsuko, I will absolutely wear Mitsuko as a signature scent fragrance. That is how much I hate Nautica Voyage. Maybe if I might should. No, I can't buy a bottle of Nautica Voyage. I can't spend my $13 on that fucking fragrance. I'd rather spend my money on something else. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you would like to support me without having to spend any money on me, if that makes sense. And if you would like to support me just with affiliate links, if you're looking to buy some fragrances, maybe some of the fragrances that were mentioned in this video, please go down to the description below. I do have affiliate links to very well-known and very unknown discounters that have very good prices. If you're interested, I do get a small commission from those links that help me purchase another fragrance for this channel. I've gotten to the point, like I said earlier, that I have no idea what to buy anymore. I do have a few more fragrances on the way. I have, you know what, I'm not even gonna talk about it, but they're new releases. I'm trying to think, what was this? Yeah, I would say they're 2 new releases and another one I had just a bunch of points and I kind of just wanted to use them, so I bought, I don't remember what my fragrance by purchase was, honestly, but it was a pretty cheap one. It was like a $30, $40 one. Then you take out all the coupons and stuff, and I barely paid anything for whatever fragrance that is that's coming in. I don't really remember. I'll have to look at the order just because I have no idea what it was. Obviously, it's for more content. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys.